we work with the shapes of bodies in different moods. So what does this mean? In organizations, especially traditional organizations, what I found when I was doing organizational consulting is that many people were in resignation. And resignation is the mood where in the background, we're thinking, there's nothing that I can do here. I just have to succumb to the circumstances. And even as I'm talking about this, my body is drooping, my shoulders are falling, I'm becoming more concave, my head is down, and I am starting to feel resignation in my body. What do we do when we have a client who comes to us repeatedly in this mood? One way is to help them shift the shape of their body. So open shoulders, open arms, head up. It's almost impossible to say, there's nothing I can do here. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of comical, right? When you're in this open posture, head up, looking out, it's so much easier to see possibilities and to see actions that we can take to help ourselves. So we work with 4 fundamental moods: resignation, resentment, and then on the positive side, acceptance and ambition. And we also look at other moods and the shape of bodies in those moods. Moods are critical to being able to design action. And we make a clear distinction between emotions and moods. Emotions are triggered by the immediate circumstances, and they're fleeting. As somatic practitioners, we can feel emotions and let them come through us and flow through us. We're not suppressing our emotions. We're allowing them. We're feeling them fully. Moods, however, are often cultural, coming from our history, from our families, even from the environment that we find ourselves in. So clients who are in an organization where everybody is, or most people are in moods of resignation, those moods are catching. And it's really challenging when you're in an organization that has a prevalent mood to shift that mood. And one of the easiest ways is by shifting the positioning of your body.
When I first learned about centering, I had this interpretation that means, it's getting into this Zen calm. And then through this learning, centering is being present with the emotion. So for me, growing up, I learned how to hold in my sadness. I learned how to hold my breath and just kind of push through. And so I was prone to anger, and I wouldn't allow myself to process the sadness. And so one of the big openings for me taking this class was learning to be present with the sadness and the anger at different times, learning the breathing patterns that best serve the emoting of the different emotions. So I'm not reacting, but I'm allowing myself to process, to feel, to register in my somatic structure, the different energies of the emotions, and learning how to be in choice about how I'm moving from it. So anger, instead of being up high, reacting and exhausting, anger came from down low, and I could speak louder, more fully, but I get the attention of my family and anyone else that I'm angry at, rightly so, that I might be angry at. It produces a different listening when I'm in choice about my breathing patterns, my voice, and my posture, and my body disposition, my body shape in that. So that's something that was a blind spot for me, is the notion of actually being okay in whatever emotion shows up as a human being, and having choiceful ways to be able to express that and use it as a way of connecting with people versus repelling or producing that disconnection.